Well, this is my Dell T7500. It's a server machine. Let me show you the label first. This is Dell Precision T7500, and let's discuss a few details. Now, as you can see, this is one cooler. This is the second cooler, or the fan. It has two fan over here, a fan over here, a fan over there, and definitely a fan on the riser or connecting mount. So these are all the RAMs, the modules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 modules are installed here. The CPU is right under this heatsink. This is heatsink, and the CPU is just under this. This is basically the cooler, and this is the heatsink for the default GPU or the display port. Now after that, I have installed an aftermarket card, which is display card, and this is installed over here. You can see, let me show you. This is the underside of this. It's a 3 GB DDR3 card, and with 196 bits of aperture in it. And then let's go for some other stuff. This is basically the this is the standard SATA hard drive. This SATA hard drive is of 2 terabytes, and this is the power supply. This power supply is 1200 watts, and it's a lot powerful, a lot powerful. You can see all the bunch of wires that are coming through it. This is super drive. It can read DVD, read CD, or read Blu-ray, as well as it can write them all. I'm not sure about the Blu-ray, but yes, for DVD and CD it can write, and the labels are also on it. This is just an overview. Now coming to this section, this is basically expansion board. This board is called as expansion board. On this board you can see there are RAMs on it, there is this cooling fan, and there is this additional CPU which is attached to this heat sink, under this heat sink. So basically what happens is that let me connect it. Before I connect it, I need to place the top cover also. So let's place it over here. Let's start with putting this cover on, and this cover is basically to protect and just to give some aesthetic to the machine. Okay, so that's how we install it. We need to keep the wire out. This is that's okay. Now we need to move it a bit first. Okay, so this power wire, it connects with this expansion board. Let me connect it over there. Okay, and now I'll slip this expansion board right into its slot. There are two connections underneath, if I can show you those white ones, and then I need to move this, and this is fixed. So then there will be the last cover. I have inserted the hard drive as well. Everything is connected. The system is still powered on, but not switched on. It has electricity inside, but it's not connected. So all this machine, it runs on either 12 volt or 5 volt DC. So there's absolutely no chance of getting shock or whatever. Now let's get to the back side of the machine and tell you. Over here you can see this is the card, the graphic card that I have installed. So you can see this is the VGA port, this is another D port, and this is HDMI. So you connect all these ports all at once or one by one. Then this is for power port, and let's discuss these ports. I think we have discussed each and every port in our lectures, but this is parallel port, this is communication port, or so this is sometimes as serial, called as serial port. This is I904 port. These are PS2 keyboard and mouse ports. These are VGA ports. This is again eSATA. This is audio. This is SATA, and this is RJ45 for LAN connector. So these are standard ports that are available for the expansion slots. What we can see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You can install 7 cards additionally, and you can see those slots, they are down there. They are PCI Express 2 slots, PCI Express 1 and 2 slots, then it has 3 or 4 or up to 6 slots, but there are also other slots as well. And coming to this side, on the front you can install at least 1, 2, 3 and 4 drives, but currently we have connected only 2 drives, and I'll show you from the front that what are 2 drives. This is just a overview of this unit. It has a lot of RAM, I think 32 GB of RAMs, and on the front you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is for the card reader. You can insert directly the cards as well. Over here you have again 1394 ports, 2 USB ports, mic and headphone port. And let's, if I can show you, you can see these are DVD reader and write and super drive and things like that. So it is powered by Intel Xeon. It has Intel Xeon 2 processor, which are basically quad core. So currently we are having 8 cores of processors, 2 physical processors, 8 RAMs, and each RAM is of I think 2 or 4 GB module. So either it is 16 or 32 bit, 32 GB. I have not turned it on, so let's turn it on. This is how it turns on, and it checks each and everything. The keyboard is not connected yet. Let's see what it tells us on the display. Okay, so it tells us Dell Precision Workstation trademark T7500 series. Okay, so keyboard not found, memory failure detected in DIM 3. In DIM 3 it has issues with memory. I think there's some problem in DIM 3. I have to check physically, and this is the reason I choose some server units, because they are good and they tell you where is the problem. And I'll attach the keyboard, hook it up and run the system. That's all.